Friday. Haha. We are here. Thank you all so much for coming out to the show today. We've got some wonderful ladies here going to do some stand up for you. They've been working with us for the last 7 weeks and they've been putting it together and they are going to be so awesome. So thank you so much for coming out to support the show. Just to let you all know, as audience members, your microphones will be off, but you will be able to throw up comments, LOLs, laugh emojis in the chat. Please, please, please. If you like what you're hearing, if you like the comedians tonight, throw up some words of encouragement for them in the chat. We will be able to see that during the show. All right. So we had a great show tonight. Sorry you guys can't be here in person. I know coronavirus being what it is, we got to make do with what we got. So, but we appreciate you being here on Zoom. Hope everything works out great. Once again, my name is Marshall. I'm the host, and I've been their teacher. And I'm gonna tell you some jokes because that's what you do at the beginning of the show when you're hosting a stand-up comedy show. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what's up? So we're in some pretty tough times, right? We got coronavirus. We got president going out, president coming in. A lot of people mad. We got that racism. That racism is still out there. Racial tension. It's people keep fighting. We're fighting out there. And it sucks. You know what I mean? Like racism. I mean, racism sucks like all around. Like it sucks for a number of reasons, but it sucks sometimes for reasons like you don't even think about. You know what I mean? Like racism affects the people who are being racisted against, racistes. Is that a right word? And it sucks because I mean, think about it. Like, first of all, you don't like somebody because of the color of their skin. Oh, that sucks, right? But that affects their mentality, their well-being, right? Like when somebody is racist against us, it hurts us. It's emotional. It hurts us, but then it also makes us really paranoid about stuff, and like unnecessarily paranoid, but necessarily paranoid. I mean, like, let me, for example, when you go out shopping, what do? You go to a store. I don't know, where do white people shop? Gap, Banana Republic. I don't know. Before the whole pandemic, right now it's Amazon. I get it. But whenever you go into the store, right, you hit your J Crew up, and you're like, you walk in, and what happens, right? A sales lady or a salesperson or man or whoever, a salesperson comes up to you and they say, "Hey, how can I help you today? Welcome to Land's End." Do you guys close in Land's End? I don't know. Right? But that's normal, right? You expect to get service, right? You expect to be helped, right? Here's the problem: when you've experienced racism as much as say like black people have, it's kind of hard to accept that help, right? Because here's the thing: when that happens to us, and we walk into a store, and the sales clerk comes up to us, and they say, "Hey, how can we help you?" We think that they're checking up on us because we think that they think we're going to steal something. Like that's just the way it goes down, right? Because we're always following the store, so we think that they think we're going to steal something. So it's like, excuse me, I don't need your help, okay? I know where the pants are. I know what they look like. It's two legs, a button, and a zipper. I'm good. I got this, okay? I don't need your help, right? Makes us paranoid, and it's stupid. It's stupid. You know why it's stupid though? Because if that same person in that same store didn't help, that would be racist too, right? Right? Like, hello, excuse me, hello. Oh, no one wants to help me, right? It's because I'm black, right? Right? Oh, okay, okay. Oh, so you don't think I can afford nothing in here? Is that it? You don't think I can afford anything in this store? I am a gainfully employed black man, okay? I came in this store to shop. I will buy whatever I want. You know what? I'm gonna buy this scarf right here. This scarf for $200. I wouldn't buy a damn thing in this store, racist. I'm out of here. Racist ass prices. Right? Doesn't make any sense. Um, anyway, I deal with race a lot, mainly because my wife is white. So my kids are mixed. They ask a lot of questions. How did our skin get brown? I don't know. Mommy ate a lot of chocolate. What do you want? I don't know. But it's funny because so obviously my in-laws are white. Otherwise, there would be some questions. Um, and it's funny because they're great. super great. Like my mother-in-law is the sweetest woman in the world. She's so awesome. And not a racist bone in her body, as the current term is, racist bones. Um, and it's funny though because like sometimes she'll do things because she doesn't like consider or know, like she literally doesn't know. She'll like do stuff and it will be borderline racist, and then I'm like, oh damn, I gotta have a conversation. Damn. Like it's Christmas time, right? So she's buying clothes for the grandkids. Like that's what grandmas do. Like that's their goal: toys and clothes. That's it, right? So she would buy pajamas, and one Christmas she bought my son some pajamas, and pajamas with like animals, like kids pajamas they got like all the cartoons and animals, and stuff like that. Um, but the pajamas that she bought had monkeys on them. So I don't know if y'all are aware, but there's some historical context that goes along with monkeys, right? And that's a hard conversation that I had to have with her about that because she didn't know. It's like, can we, the monkey thing? Like, I don't know if you heard of porch monkeys and stuff like that, like gorilla. Like, they historically racist people have associated black people with monkeys. So we're kind of sensitive about that. If you could pick another animal, cats, ducks, we like kittens and shit. Like, that's all good. Like, we're good. Just let's stay away from the monkey stuff. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't mean to. And I was like, no, you're good. It's fine. I just thought I should tell you because I got to take him around my mom too. So like, I don't know. She's like, okay, no, I completely understand, right? Next birthday comes. She's thinking. I was like, oh, she's thinking. I know she's thinking. I know she took that to heart. So I'm not going to worry about it this year. And so she got a cartoon character. And I was like, oh, she's like, it's going to be great. It's Winnie the Pooh. But it wasn't Winnie the Pooh. It was Tigger. And, that was just like, now I'm starting to wonder. No, I'm not wondering. It's fine. Anyway, we're gonna have a great show for you all tonight. So please get your popcorn ready, get your drinks in your hand. This lady is wonderful. She's awesome. I love her sense of humor. She's going to kill it for you guys tonight. So put your virtual hands together for Cinda Pike.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cinda, and that's a nickname for Cynthia, which is derived from the Greek demigoddess of the moon, which in modern terms translates as white woman on a lot of medication, white woman screaming her head off at McDonald's, or white woman who likes to go to the psychic fair. That's where I learned my power animal is the jackass. So I'm from Missouri, and people are so great. They say things like, Missouri, isn't that near? No, it's not near anything. Or, I think I know someone. No, you don't know anyone in Missouri. Now you know me. That's your one. Okay. Wait, you can't even get perverts to come to Missouri. Like, I could go on the internet and be like, after I feed and water my cattle, I have sex with them. And people would be like, whoa, yeah, how do I get on that? Just drive to Missouri. Oh, yeah, no, that's really far. No, that's it's kind of a hassle. So I don't have a very good personal life. I never thought I would meet a guy or get married. So I said to my mother, like, what should I do? And she was like, oh, okay, enough. She dressed me up in a Boy Scout uniform and dropped me off in the woods. She said, just wait for a guy to come along. So Now I'm married. And it's so useless. I can't keep a clean house. I dressed up in a French maid outfit for my husband. He said, "You're fired." We moved into a blue house. It was so filthy. When I would open up the windows, the neighbors were throwing trash through. They thought it was a dumpster. And cooking. If my husband wants a hot meal, he can go to the strip bar with a buffet. He said, "Aren't you doing a Sunday roast?" And I said, "Sure. Who's it for and where's the comedy club?" Yeah, we'll get there. So I've noticed that people say, the one good thing about COVID-19, the one positive thing about the coronavirus, the one saving grace of the pandemic. And I'm like, if we added up all of these one good things, we'd all be living in paradise right now. So something is wrong. I know my one good thing is that COVID-19 has killed off all of those people using their fingers at the buffet. I mean, I have to take up running and get in shape so I can be ready when the buffets reopen, so I can be first in line. Another thing that people say is, stay safe. You stay safe. And, I just said that the other day to this creepy dude, and I was like, am I encouraging a lifelong rapist? Like, I don't want to help him. It's hard too, because things, they open and then they close. So, right now, Six Flags is closed. So you have to make your own fun. It's like, all right, come on, kids, get in the car. I'm going to crash it so you can be rescued by the jaws of life. And that's just as good enough an evening as anything else, Like most people, I am an American that's broke, uninsured. The closest thing that I've gotten to a COVID test is when my husband farts uncontrollably and says, "Did you smell that? See, you don't have COVID." Yeah. So, in closing, I'm going to leave you with this. I am very excited. This is all going to soon be over. The vaccine is coming, and I'm going to get it. Although, if the line for the vaccine is as long as the line at Chick-fil-A, we'll all be dead anyway. That's my time.
Yeah. Give it up for Cinda Pike. All right. That was awesome. Great job, Cinda. That vaccine is coming, but if anybody thinks they make enough money to get that vaccine first, you are kidding yourselves. Yep. We are not getting that vaccine, y'all. It's gonna be a while. Got billionaires, then millionaires, then 100,000aires, then you got those $10 billionaires. Yeah. No, but seriously, coronavirus is funny because does everybody remember the beginning of this whole thing when like nobody was out in the streets? It was like I Am Legend with Will Smith out there. Like it was zero, like it was crazy. Like everybody was in the house, everybody was actually taking it seriously, which now they're not. Now obviously they're not, but back then there was. So like in March, April, like it was like I was walking down the street, middle of the street, no cars. I didn't care. It was the middle of the day. It was great. Like I knew. And what's funny? I know a lot of people can't really, they don't really like all this isolation, but I'm an only child, so this pandemic has been great for me. Okay, I don't want people to get a vaccine because I don't want people to get together no more. Like I'm cool. I'm good by myself. Actually, I'm not by myself. I got 3 kids and a wife. I can't get away from people. I can't get away from people. It's all good though. It's all good. I love my kids. Anyway, we're gonna go on to our next comedian tonight. She hails from north of the border. That's right. She's from Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, put your virtual hands together for Katrine Gorman.
Oh, Canada.
Hi, everyone. So, yes, I'm from Canada, and I've been in a relationship for about 5 years now. And let me tell you that being in a relationship is a lot like having kids. You know, think it's all cute and adorable and cuddly, but really it's just a big mess you can't clean up ever. So I get frustrated with my boyfriend because I feel like he never listens to me. And the equivalent of my boyfriend listening to me is like my knowledge at a football game. You know, I'm really only hearing things with key terms like touchdown and last call for beer. Well, these terms for my boyfriend are more like dinner's ready or I'm going to Target. So over quarantine, my boyfriend and I we moved in together, and even though we haven't been living together for very long, I swear I can hear his thoughts. So the other day we were in the bathroom, and he's looking at all my eyeshadow palettes, and he's like, "Why do you have seven of them? They're all the same color." And he picks up my setting spray and says to me, he's like, "Is this like a top coat for makeup? Like, that's dumb. Like, why isn't all this makeup good enough to stay on your face in the first place?" What's this? Loose setting powder. So, to be clear, my boyfriend got confused from the loose setting spray now becoming or the setting spray becoming a loose setting powder. So he turned to me and looked, and he's like, "Do you use one to like make it stay on your face and use the other one to loosen it up and take it off?" So I look over and my boyfriend's going through my makeup bag and he pulls out my beauty blender and he's like playing with it and he's like, "Blah, blah, blah." I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. So another annoying thing, or another thing that my boyfriend finds really annoying about like women in general, is the fact that we have so many purses and so many wallets. So we'll get ready to go out, and he'll make his comments like, "Well, why do you have so many wallets? I mean, you have your card, you put in one wallet, you put in a different purse, and then you took a different card, a different wallet, and a different purse, and no wonder you can't find anything." Or, "Why do you have so many purses? They take up so much space in the closet. Like, why do you need such a big bag? You just fill it up with junk and then you complain how heavy it is." Now, ladies, isn't it funny how they say that, oh, they complain about how big our bag is, yet you'll be out and your husband or your boyfriend will be like, "Hey, can you put this in your purse for me? Can you hold this in your purse for me?" And then and then they also criticize you for having so much junk in your purse, but then you come to the rescue like, "Oh honey, you need a band-aid? Guess who's got a band-aid? You need a pen? I got a pen. Candy? Granola bar? Half a sandwich?" I'm diabetic. I have like a whole buffet of stuff in my purse. You thirsty? I got a juice box for you. Um, yeah. I love, and don't get me wrong, I love my boyfriend, but I really like it when I get to confuse him on purpose. So for those of you who don't know, Victoria's Secret has like a teenage store called Pink. So all of their merchandise says Pink written on it. So I really I get a big laugh when I ask him like, "Honey, can you bring me my blue pink sweater?" And asking my boyfriend to bring me my blue pink sweater is like a Canadian asking for directions in the States. You don't get a, "Oh, take I-90 and get off at exit 138." You get a, you need to go past the farm and go through the roundabout. But now if you hit the gator, you're gone too far. So I can hear my boyfriend upstairs under his breath going like, oh, this is a blue sweater, but there's no pink on it. But oh wait, this is a pink sweater, but there's no wait, this red sweater says pink on it. So my boyfriend, being the problem solver that he is, brings me all of my sweaters down so that I can't complain that he brought me the wrong sweater. So my point here today is this. Communication is not the key to a good relationship. The key is the willingness to do something yourself instead. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this little 5 minutes we've had together.
All right, Katrine Gorman, everybody. Woo! What is up? Yeah, Katrine Gorman, keep it going. All right. Sorry, I just had to go. I'm socially distancing from my family, so I keep my mask on in the house. I don't understand this pandemic. Relationships. Don't worry, Katrina. You know, if you guys get married, it's only going to get better. Is my face straining enough? No, it will. You know, it's funny. Like me and my wife got to a point where I found the exact perfect spot for a relationship. The perfect that zone, that like sweet spot for a relationship. And it's when your relationship with your partner is the exact same as your relationship with your college roommate. Only you have sex. Like that's the boom right there. I mean, because think about it. You guys are splitting rent, right? You're complaining about somebody not doing the dishes, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. My wife even goes so far as to put a sock on the doorknob of the bedroom, you know, when she's got company and stuff. So yeah, she does it real classy. It's great.
Oh no.
Anyway, no, I'm kidding. Our doors don't have locks. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great time tonight. Let's give a warm welcome for our next comedian. She's awesome. She's great. She's here to make you laugh. Her name is Sunny Byfield. Woo!
Hi, you guys. Okay. I am so excited to be here with you. And when I say be here with you, I mean nowhere near you or in your general vicinity. People are leaving California in droves, and I love California. I am a native Californian. You know, over time, we have learned from other states to just keep your racism indoors, inside, not outside. You don't do it outside. My brother asked my parents if I was adopted, and they were like, no, why in the hell would we pick her?
Oh, no.
Growing up, actually, my parents failed to mention like important differences to me, like differences in gender and differences in race. And you know what? I am not going to make this set about Black Lives Matter. I know that you guys are here enjoying the show on a Sunday night, and you're an intelligent audience, and you eventually would be able to figure out that the joke is on me. The police don't scare me. I don't get scared easily. I don't get intimidated easily. I'm just not that type of person. Unless you're talking about blood sugar levels and weight and what I eat and that kind of stuff, then it's a total change of attitude. Like I've reformed, I turned around. So what do you do after you run your little errands? You send your emails, make your phone calls, you cook your food and watch your TV shows. Nothing. You just go to bed. You're not going anywhere. You're staying inside. Not going anywhere. Don't act like you're going somewhere. Every time I go into the supermarket nowadays, I try not to act like Tom Cruise on set. Have you ever been mask fished? it's kind of like being catfish, you know? You see somebody, you think they're cute, maybe they have sexy eyes, and then they take off their mask and you see their jawline or their jacked up teeth, and then you're just like, no, never mind. Lockdown restrictions are 6 people or less gathering, and the Seven Dwarfs are pretty upset about it. They're pissed. They're all over Twitter. They got a whole campaign going. So, okay. So this year, if this year is going to be any indication of next year, I am pretty confident that I'm going to find an active case of COVID faster than I can find a sane boyfriend or, I don't know, open hospital bed. So I didn't notice this before. Normally in passing, I would see my neighbors coming and going, say hi and bye. But after lockdown, I have realized that my neighbors are total stalkers. Next to me, I got Mike with his beady eyes peeking out of his curtains. Every time I open and close my door, it's just like, Mike, it's me. I'm coming. I went to the mailbox. Now I'm coming back from the mailbox. What's even worse is that some of my neighbors are starting to notice things that I don't do, like Linda upstairs with the face. Like Linda with the face. She's always like, so you're not going to have Taco Bell for dinner again tonight, are you? Or she'll be like, so you're not going to work out today? Not today, huh? Like, get out of here, Linda. Okay, Linda, whatever. This Christmas, I'm really excited because I am going to make holy water. So, yeah, I'm just going to boil the hell out of it. All I want for Christmas is for President Trump to pardon Joe Exotic. Can you imagine the reality show that would come out of that? I mean, first of all, you know you would watch. Okay, that's first. And then secondly, can you imagine the elite skill level of the hair and makeup crew that is going to have to be on this set? Imagine if Rudy Giuliani stopped by and he was having a guest appearance or something. I don't know. This is the kind of stuff that 2021 needs. You guys know you would watch that show. Thank you so much for watching. Have a happy holidays, you guys. Again, I'm Sunny. Thank you.
Yeah, give it up for Sunny Byfield. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Right. It's all messed up. We could, the racism thing. I found like I know why we can't fix it. I know why we can't fix that, and a whole host of other problems. I know why. It's because we have not made the solution selfish enough yet. That's why. We have not, and by selfish enough, I mean we have not made the solution, the problem, something to do with male erection. Because if that were the actual problem, the solution would be found immediately. I promise you. Promise you. We had high blood pressure, and nobody gave a fuck about it because they turned the medicine into erection pills. I'm just saying, we can fix racism with it. If we, instead of saying people are racist, if we said they were homoracial, I guarantee people would not do it because it's all about the sexual terms. The guys don't like being equated to anything, anything, and it's messed up, but it's always about the penis for guys. Whether they want it or they don't, it's always about the penis. How you fix everything. Just say, oh no. It has to do with your penis. Something bad's going to happen to your penis if we don't fix this problem. And right away. Like right away. I know it. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good time. We've got a couple more great comedians for you guys tonight. Our next comedian is coming up. She is awesome and funny, and she's super smart. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Catherine Klaus.
Catherine!
Hi, hello everyone. So my last name is Klaus, but this time of year, everyone mispronounces it. It's something about the holidays makes people go, are you Miss Claus? And I'm like, first off, it's doctor. People ask me all the time, like, did you just get a PhD so people will call you doctor? And I'm like, look, I just wanted to be able to make mistakes without getting my intelligence questioned. And getting a PhD seemed easier than becoming a man. I'm a physicist. I'm here to spill the big secrets of physics. So, like, is the Earth actually round? Very much so, smoother than a marble. Do physicists, they ever make black holes? And you don't want me to actually answer that one. Is Elon Musk an evil scientist? No, he's not a scientist. I bet all you folks are wondering now, like, okay, this girl's got a PhD in physics, like, why is she up here telling bad jokes? And honestly, I wonder that too sometimes. And I remember that during grad school, everyone I loved died. And that's it. I hit a wall. But that's not a joke. So, like, so my dad died, my mom died, my PhD advisor. They all died when I was in grad school. And when that happened, I felt like a child again, like a scared child. Do you remember when you were a kid, the first time your parents left you alone? And for a moment, you wondered, what if something happens to them and they don't come back? And you get really sad. And then you realize, that means I don't have to do my chores anymore. I'm gonna watch TV tonight. That's the stage where I'm at right now. I'm basically the kid from Home Alone when he's realized that his parents have disappeared. I'm home alone right now, so there's no one to tell me not to eat 10 pizzas tonight and don't make a fool of yourself on Zoom. Speaking of fools, as a woman in physics, you get a lot of condescending remarks. But it's not the remarks that are bad. It's really that your coworkers, they never take your word for it that it happened. But I got lucky. Coworker wrote me a condescending email. And I'm sure you're probably wondering, like, how bad could this email be? Well, he decided to tell me that I didn't know the basics of my field. He decided to use asterisks around words for emphasis. He told me to read Dostoevsky. And he's still holding out hope for this guy. He actually wrote out ... sigh in his email.
Oh, no.
And then he accidentally hit reply all to the entire physics department. It was the happiest day of my life. I got no less than 100 emails in my inbox saying, don't listen to that guy, and wow, I guess this stuff really does happen. Now, one professor, he sent me a generic email like, pay no attention to that man's comments. You're great at what you do. And then he signed off with, you go, girl, comma, if a man can even say that anymore without being accused of Weinsteinism. And, yeah, when you call a 30-year-old woman a girl, I don't think you want to bring up Harvey Weinstein. Exactly 14 minutes later, I get another email from the same professor. The email read exactly the same, except this one signed off, you go, girl. And that was it. He completely removed the qualifier about Weinstein. Yeah, sure, that's where you went wrong. I love the fact that he agonized over his sign off for 14 minutes. Like, that's a long time. That makes me feel better about the 10 minutes I spend debating best or all the best. I only have two options. Then another scientist, she emailed me and she didn't use a sign off. She just like wrote her name at the end of the email. And I thought, this is the coolest fucking person I've ever met. No, I don't need to sign off. And it's not just for my emails, like phone calls too. why bother with the take care or talk to you soon? We could just go, Catherine, and hang up. Why do I have to end my emails with my name, but not a phone call? Like, your name is in your email address, unless you're a psychopath, but phone number is just a string of numbers. So that's all I've got for you folks. Thank you for your time. Catherine.
Nice. Woo! Put your hands together, Catherine. Yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Klaus. All right. Bearing gifts of physics knowledge and dropping dimes on all those misogynistic professors and colleagues and whatnot. That was awesome. We're almost at the end, guys. We're almost there. This has been an awesome night. Thank everyone for being here and being so supportive. Everyone is so grateful for you guys for being here and watching this show and their journey on comedic stardom. That's right. Where it begins. Yeah. True Hollywood stories are coming up real soon. Woo! Yeah. Do they even have that show anymore? Who knows? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have our final comedian for the night. She is awesome. She is an Instagram influencer, so you may have been influenced by her. Put your hands together for Olivia Grace.
Wow. Hi, guys. This is my very first show, and I cannot believe it's actually happening. Like, I've dreamt about this for so long, and it's not exactly how I imagined it, but I'm performing on a Sunday night to a bunch of other comedians' moms, so I guess that tracks. Luckily, the stage manager has the audience on mute, so I don't have to cry myself to sleep tonight just trying to justify all the silence from the crowd. I'm a little nervous, and I was originally planning to picture you all naked, but I invited my parents, so probably not a good idea. So instead, I'm going to imagine you guys as my friends. And if we're going to be friends, the first thing you should know is that I am not tall. Like, you might not be able to tell how height challenged I am from here, but I'm talking every trip to the grocery store gets me closer to winning American Ninja Warrior. I cannot tell you, though, how annoying it is when I meet someone new and the very first thing they want to know is, how tall are you? Like, relax, Carney. This is an office max, and unless you have one of those giant teddy bears, no one's challenging you to guess my height. So when someone asked me that question, I started responding in centimeters, because if you're going to ask me inappropriate questions, I'm going to make you work for the answer. I'm also 369 months old, in case you're wondering. All joking aside, though, if 2020 has taught us anything, it's that the ability to see the world through someone else's point of view is so important. And from my point of view, here's what I see. Armpits. Like, if you're ever thinking, of leaving the house without showering, please consider that there are people out there who are nose level with your armpits. But physical challenges are nothing compared to what's going on up here. My parents must have known pretty early on that I was destined to be a mess. And it's obvious when I think back on the little nicknames that they gave me as a kid. I can vividly remember my mom saying things like, oh, she's our little Spitfire, and we've got a real free spirit on our hands. Like, Spitfire is just another term for psycho, and free spirit is basically just a pretty homeless person. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised with how my life is shaping up. I have been married for almost 10 years, which usually shocks people because I look like I'm 12. But even after a decade together, we're still one of those couples, the ones who threaten to get divorced like every 6 months. But, you know, they say all good things come to an end. And that's how I know my marriage is going to last forever. I just can't imagine going through the process of dating again. Like just the idea of introducing all of these weird quirks I have to someone new is enough to stay in a loveless marriage.
Yeah.
I'm 30 years old and I still sleep with my blankie. No, like you heard me, like blankie, like with an IE. So it's like, when do you tell the person you're dating that you have a blankie? Do you just pull it out one night when you're watching a movie? Do you never say anything about it and wait for him to notice? I imagine it's kind of like having an STD. Like, if you have herpes, when do you bring it up? I guess the general rule should just be like, before you hook up, like, listen, before this goes any further, I just want to let you know that I have a blankie. I don't know. Plus, my husband helps me like a ton with my job, so just another reason I have to keep him around. Raise your hand if you've ever felt personally victimized by an influencer. If you've never heard of an influencer, it's basically a made-up job where self-employed people make everyone else feel bad about their entire existence while using the word babe a lot and perpetually drinking Starbucks in their cars. So that's what I do. It might seem like easy work, but there's a lot of business decisions that go on behind the scenes. The other day, I got an email from a company asking me to promote their new denture glue. Like, obviously, I started to say no because I still have my teeth, but then I saw the offer and I realized I needed to stop being so concerned about these nitty-gritty details. And this is where I knew I could use my husband's help. Babe, are you busy right now? Can you come in here when you're done? Yeah, I need you to punch me in the face. Obviously, bring the camera. Working on social media, it is hard to tell if my moral line has become slightly blurred. Sometimes I get accused of being fake for using filters on my photos, and I have spent so much time thinking about this. But don't we filter all the important things in life? Air, water. Like, we all know those people who just like walk up to the faucet to get a drink, right? They're disgusting. Like, I instantly lose all trust in someone who drinks from the faucet because normal people understand that a filter doesn't make fake water. It just makes something that's naturally gross better. Well, new friends, this has been a wild 5 minutes together, yes? I hope you enjoyed being here as much as I did. I would say that I tried to put my best foot forward, but you guys already know I like to work in centimeters. That's all for me.
Put your hands together for Olivia Grist. Yeah, keep it going. Oh, man. Oh, guys. We did it. We made it. We did a whole show, a whole first show. Everybody, I want everyone to put your hands together, throw your chats up there, say thanks and congratulations to these wonderful comedians. I'm going to bring them back on the screen. So, ladies and gentlemen, please keep your hands going for Olivia Grist, Catherine Klaus, Sonny Byfield, Katrine Gorman, and Cinda Pike. Wave to the people. The fans, the start of the fan club. It's right here. It's right now. It's happening right now. Yes. This has been awesome. Thank everyone for showing up here. I'm Marshall Givens. If you want to take classes at Second City, please check out secondcity.com. And thank you so much once again for coming out. I think there's an outro coming.
Yeah,
I'm going to shut up.
Take a class screenshot if y'all want to just post for that.
Yeah.
We'll do a countdown from 3, 2, 1. So we'll take everyone, go ahead and strike a pose. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. One more for good measure. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much, audience, and have a wonderful night, everybody.
Great job, you guys. Summer, are we like, what are we doing? Are we getting kicked out right now? What's happening?
You know what? If you want to stay in here, I can let you do that. Let me just let the audience go, and everyone just, you can turn your cameras off, and I'll let you know when the house is clear. Thanks.